But yeah, I think that's actually a really strong tip. Is like, you know, we can give helpful voice comms to try to steer people in the right direction, or just do the regular voice comms of like, I'm doing this now, we should do this now, this is a problem of this kind, and blah blah blah. Or even like pointing out problems, like we're having a problem with the squirrel girl and the penny or whatever. But like when our teammates do dumb stuff, it just I don't know. Or we can't get bothered by it because the whole lobby is kind of bad, right? So there's gonna be opportunities for us. I see. Yeah, this is like a great example of how like when I was first playing the game and I wasn't like that good. I mean, I'm not like super good now, but whatever, I'm better. Like this is how it always was. I always felt like Starlord was kind of weak because I'm like he's doing no damage. But the reality is, there's just something about it where you have to hit like the dead center of the crosshair right on people's head, like right on people, and then his flurry of shots will hit them, and then you can start to really pick up damage with Starlord. And honestly, if we're struggling with that in general, like I typically don't even use Starlord because of this. You know, you really have to be quite good at him at getting the, because if you can't kill a squishy that's right in front of you, you're not really doing your job as a DPS, right? We're going after her, but we're not killing her. So it's definitely something to look at as well. You know what I mean? Like, because like let's say I was Bucky, can I stand here with Bucky and go boom, 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 and hit her right in the mid? You know, not even get. I mean, headshots are kind of cool on Bucky too, but like even just regular hitbox hits, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to be able to put like some healthy damage on her and probably get the kill too. And also I have my secondary shot, which slows people every single time, all match. Plus I have the shift as well, which is a nice way to pick up kills. So I think that's a strong tip right there. And then a tip earlier was we could hear someone doing a portal. We could hear, I guess it was our teammate did this portal right here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So anyway, we needed to pick up on that. When our teammate is portaling, we have to know, bro. It's super, super important. You can hear him right there. It's always loud. You can always hear him. Your game's probably in English, I assume. I'm opening a portal. That's what he says every time, right? It's always loud. It has like a really far distance that it travels at a good, what do you call that? A good volume. So we know he said it. So if we can locate him using our audio cues, we probably know, oh, this motherfucker's standing right there. Or maybe we check back here, like, what, is he back here? Anyway, we need to be a part of this somehow or another. And since we're right here, we can pretty much just stop what we're doing and join the portal, or see what just check out what he's doing with the portal, and hopefully we can do it. This is not a bad thing to follow up on. But then, like we started talking about, you know, if we can't do it on Starlord, we either need to learn how to aim on Starlord, or just use another character that we can aim with. You know, definitely need to pay attention to that. That's important to being a DPS. But we're also, while we do that, we're expecting, okay, he's doing some kind of portal. We don't know what he's doing yet. But like potentially we could have been down there rather than just getting away if we're expecting the portal. So now it's over, you know what I mean? But if we would have stood there, and then we would have saw his plan, boom, oh, he's doing an ultimate, boom, and then you just start shooting him, and you would get a really good thing going. But this is a good follow-up as well. Wary of that there could be mines right there. But yeah, we don't really have our full team, I think. Nice, get rid of that. Got the big man behind us. Beat him up. But yeah, those squirrels are nasty. Or squirrel nuts, I guess. Alright. She almost died, but she used her ultimate. So that's both their ultimates now. That's we saw the invisible one earlier, and now we got this one. So that's what we're working with. So there's nothing we can really do while this ultimate is going, because we don't have enough damage to put down. So I'd be more looking into getting away. We did have this pop out. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like a mess. It's like our inability to function as a team is kind of our biggest problem right now. There's people way back here. You know, he just kind of did a random portal by himself. It's reasonable, you know, he had a plan, he tried to do it. He should have done it outside the spawn door, first of all. That's much more likely to have your teammates join you. That's one tip, but yeah, he needed to be on voice comms or whatever. But to be fair, like I said, we got to react to anytime we hear, I'm opening a portal on our team or the other time. It's very important. We got to react to that. And then, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, whatever we were doing was in the context of we only had half our team or whatever. So we're having a really tough time. So like our goal right now is like, damn, we really need a team push. You know what I mean? Also, I don't think the melees are gonna do much. I think we just need to reload and hit. That's just my tip for that. So yeah, like this is a great example. We got a DPS playing totally by himself, just jumping into the team. Why is he doing that? You just saw your healer die, and we just had the other stuff happen. We don't even have our team here. We don't see any tanks. We don't see anything. Why would I go down here? That's like that's like guaranteed death, right? And unfortunately, they have a squirrel girl, so I can't really hang out up here and just shoot down and stuff like that. So in general, we just need our tanks. We need our team. Yeah, of course, right? He's thinking, oh, team's not gonna be here for a while. And then, oh, look at this. He's gonna go all in for it right off the bat. Lucky him, the guy just ran right into him. Yep, and then this guy's doing it too. You know, he's a tank. He's only got half his team here. He's on half health. You know what I mean? It's like very strikingly lower level gameplay. So I'd say the main advantage that this team consistently has is that they play as a team. We've basically seen them be fully squatted up basically every single time. Yeah, so he just died. So here we go. We're starting over again. But we could have helped out our team from our perspective by just looking around more, being more patient, seeing is my team with me or not. And when they are, or when we see good opportunities, right? Then we only engage in those situations. We should have a plan, you know, we shouldn't just be going in. And like this is a good flanking opportunity as well. If I go through here, a flank is another way to like force it. So yeah, here it's just a little messy, right? It's like well, we can't destroy this thing actually, but they're gonna just all turn on us so easily right here. So it's whoa, where the hell am I? So it's a little bit more time consuming, but yeah, we can kind of go right here, and then we have to get the kill. That's another thing that's hard about playing Star-Lord. It's like you go on the flank and like you have to get a kill, and it's tough to hit because it's like you have to go. You have to hit the whole damn magazine on them. But so yeah. But either way, it would pretty much be worth it to just distract them. You know, because they're kind of playing at such an advantage. Sometimes they can push them to be like, they feel bothered that they got flanked on, so they're just gonna chase it. So we might have like the penny just leave and just try to chase you or whatever. So like we want to try to get the kill, but we don't want to die. So we want to immediately get out and sort of give them anxiety, right? Because when you're just looking this way and you got nothing else to worry about, boom, 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 all day, it's easy, right? But when you got somebody that might show up behind you and try to kill you at any second, that's making the game a lot harder. So it's a very valuable tool, especially at these ranks, you could say. Okay. But yeah, anyway. It's not bad. So this is good because we have cover from the carts. We're not in a dangerous situation, and in fact he's in a dangerous situation. So it's a very good focus there. And then this guy, we could just ignore him for now. I don't know what he's been doing. I wasn't paying attention. He might have his E, which would make the whole thing pointless. But if he is genuinely low health, then yeah, we want to destroy him. But right now we got this guy. Alright, he's gonna do this. So that was a pretty good way for him to like kind of save himself. But then now that if he would have used it a little differently. But now that he's here, yep, we can kill him. Very nice. That's what I like to see. So we did immediately jump. That's not what I was feeling. I was feeling maybe I'd jump here, and then I sort of gauge what's happening, and then I would get on. We killed one guy. They still have a strong situation, right? And it's been taking us forever to get into a team. So I wouldn't just immediately jump back and expect to have success like that. Luckily we survived. Alright, so that's happening. Yep. A little rough positioning there as well. Nice. Just barely survived. You need to kill a squishy, not that guy. Yeah, because it's just not worth it. Because he's so chunky. and he could just get healed up so fast. So I would have definitely been looking for, try to clip the squishies as often as I possibly can, right? But we're gonna go back and look at it because a bunch of stuff was weird about this. Okay, so already we're in a little bit of a tough spot. We don't really need to do this, right? Why am I trying? I'm not. It's kind of like, you know, I'm like 007. I can just do what I want. I'm playing single player. I get to just jump around and do whatever I want. But instead, I'm only half health still. So the significance of that is like, I don't know what else my team is dealing with. She's turned around healing the Iron Man. She's got a lot of responsibilities to try to heal up the team. So if we need to wait for a second, we should just do that. And we can pick it back up immediately afterwards. And we had this person die over here. That's also something we're consistently dealing with in the team. But also, I gotta say, it's not causing us to lose. Like, it's more like because we never group back up as a team at all. So even though this is, it's kind of like this obvious sign of like something dumb happening on our team, it still is like not the reason we're gonna lose. You know what I mean? Like these things are manageable. So now we're like way pushed out, bro. Death is coming for us. This is a sign of I'm dead. Because if I was just barely peeking, okay. But I'm going way out here. Hey, everybody. I'm half health and I'm a squishy. I want to die right now. She could have put that on you. But also, we did have the previous information that there's... So we have kind of generally been aware... Yeah, see, this was totally risky, you know what I mean? Maybe you didn't know they were right there, but you also didn't react. You just kind of felt like, oh, this is fine. But, like, you could die to anything. All it takes is her to be shooting you, turn and shoot you instead of shoot others. So this is a behavior that will get you killed a lot. And it's a behavior that prevents you from ranking up. Because the second that the enemies get a little bit better, suddenly you're doing stuff like this, and it's just easy kills, you know what I mean? So I hope I'm emphasizing this well. But that's good. We hung out around there. We're using cover, and now we're good. But we're not healed yet. We really need to know what this is. Because it doesn't matter if we're in a position where we're expecting to get healed. If we're not healed yet, we're going to die. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what our team is doing. They might be dealing with something else. Like, a lot of people make a lot of assumptions about the healers. But, like, the reality is they have to do stuff, too. And sometimes they just got shot, and they need to protect their own life and stuff like that. That's why we always need to be ready to, like, save ourselves. Rather than always thinking, I'm just going to stand in front of my team, and I hope I get healed every time, right? Because we're one shot. You know what I mean? So we got lucky. Then we did this. But it's like we're not full. If we were full health, it would be more okay, right? But we're just not, right? And like she could have put that on you. And this guy's racing. He's racing to come out here to save his teammate. So we could say he's playing at a higher level than we are. Because he's got more of the mindset of like, you know what I mean? But yeah, we did already kind of have the information that he was out here. It might have been a while since we kind of seen that. And then when that happened, yeah, good reaction. And then we need to shift right away. We kind of got stuck on that stuff. So there's so much map shit to learn. They used to really piss me off. But yeah, there's so much like random map stuff. Like this thing is in the way. And of course, it's not just a skinny object. It's like a big ass hitbox. So we just always have to like dodge all of this type of stuff. Alright, so this is going on. So generally, we're just not really safe. So we don't really want to spin in a circle. We want to kind of go this direction to where we saw our team kind of was and get away from this guy a little bit. That's kind of what I'm feeling. We can technically go straight above his head, I guess. But yeah, it's just a rough situation with this right here, this right here. So, and we didn't know that they backed all the way up. I mean, we can see it now and stuff, but like they were just right here. They're getting challenged by the Iron Man. But like if they were still right here, then we would probably just be dead when we try to do this. You know what I mean? So we just weren't sure that we were good. So there's a good chance, from our knowledge, that we're just going to get killed just like that the second we pop our ultimate. And then it's wasted, right? So that's why I don't really like this ultimate. I don't think it made sense. It kind of made sense from the sense of like there's chaos happening and we got him on the ropes a little bit and I just got my ultimate and we can use it. But it's like there's just so many ways we could have died. That's why I think that overall we should learn from this to basically just not do this. Do something else besides this. And then we can look at that instead, you know what I mean? Like, but it's just a rough situation. But the Squirrel Girl ultimate could have killed her. And we could have got killed by either Venom or somebody over here. Even though we did technically just see them. So we do technically know that they're not really here. But still, it's still danger. Definitely.